What is up, y'all, to a solo Deadbeard 200. The record for Deadbeard. So, I'll talk about the previous record. So, for the Xbox record, like, overall, like, with pockets and stuff, this is 5 kills below it. It doesn't quite beat it. But it's still the solo record and the no pocket record. And then this ties the PlayStation record with Deadbeard, and then beats the PC record. That's like tying the PlayStation record while the player has like pockets. This was done with like no one healing me or anything. And I call it solo because I do have one friend in the lobby, but he was just not helping me. He never swapped teams. He never healed me. He never revived me. He never, like, damaged enemies so I could get, like, an easy kill. No, he was no callouts, no nothing. He was literally, like, just playing the game, like, normally. So I'm just gonna call it solo. Aside from that, though, that's probably the best game of Deadbeard, like, ever. Like, that might be bold, but since it was on controller, it was only 5 kills below the total record, which was done with a mouse and keyboard, and with like healers and a hover gun pocket. I think this is like, and that's like the highest one. It's 207. This was 202. Like, I think I could pretty confidently say this is like the best Deadbeard game. And so, one thing I want to talk about this first point is that, yes, it was a 5v3 for the majority of it. I got 40 kills on 3 players. And, I didn't really feel bad, but I thought it was really funny. They didn't get a single kill while, like, on anybody. And I just thought it was really funny. Just like, while I was killing them, I was like, man, they can't do anything. Like, this vampire flower would spawn in, just immediately get laser. It was so funny. And this was really odd, because it started out as a 4v4. Like, people, like, didn't leave the lobby. Like, from last game, everyone left. But the people who stayed just stay in the lobby, even though they were getting spawn trapped, which I thought was really weird. And only until after this point was captured that people started joining. And I am about to switch here. So in this game, I did switch teams 3 times. And I only, total, I think I got about like 20 kills. So like, I still had the majority of kills with Deadbeard. Like, I wasn't just like, you know, I switched teams to capture, and then like, I just got 100 kills with EP, so like, makes it so it's basically not in a Deadbeard game. No, I made sure that like, I got the vast majority kills with Deadbeard, so I would say it still counts as a Deadbeard 200, even though I guess technically some of them were with like Agent B, you know. It's like, because it's like a solo game, and I had like only one friend in the lobby that then again wasn't really helping me. Like, I had to like I didn't really have any help like that, so that's why I switched teams. But then with second point, we finally started getting some people, but it still wasn't a lot. Like, it was like a 5v5, 6v6. But the pace, just to tell you, because I did quickly like look at the screen and stuff. It was like about 45. Like by the end of first point, that's the current pace. In case you're all curious. Okay, so the upgrades I was using, because everyone wants to or is wondering about that. And I use reload, damage, and I think health. Yeah. And I use these upgrades because, I mean, reloads, like, I mean, I think they're all self-explanatory. Like, you want more health, you want more damage, you want a faster reload. The only other argument would be to use, like, ammo upgrade. But since Deadbeard already has so much ammo, I don't think there's really a point. And I don't use speed because you don't need speed for a sniper character. And then the other upgrades are just useless. So, but I mean, I don't think anyone was really wondering about the upgrade setup, but just in case, there you go. And the same for the abilities with Deadbeard. I think it's well-known knowledge that the bling barrel makes it so you take more damage on the bling barrel. Like, if a P-Gatling hits you for 2 damage in the regular barrel, then the bling barrel you will get hit for 3 damage. So the bling barrel is like objectively worse than the regular one. And then Future Parapal, I think Future Parapal is better than the regular one. Just does more damage and has a better airstrike, and has more health. It's just like a better version of the Parapal. But I never used the Parapal on Deadbeard and Cannon because the characters are so overpowered. Is that the Parapals are like, you'll just do better if you just use regular Deadbeard. You know, you get more kills. But with the other Deadbeards, I do, like with Squawk, I use the Parapals because he's not that good. And then Cannon Rodeo is like also useless because it doesn't do enough damage, and it makes you a sitting duck. It makes you a big target, and there's just like no reward for it as well. And it's hard to hit people direct, like with a direct hit, because it's like the projectile speed is really slow, and it has an arc, so like there's bullet drop. And if you do hit them, you only do 50 damage, which is not a lot. Oh, okay, so what just happened there? There's times where I like instantly turn around. There's a glitch with Deadbeard. If you use aim assist, that sometimes the aim assist will like try to track to where you last were like aiming in. And then like when you try to zoom in again, it will go to that like position that you like locked in. So you could just have instant turnarounds like that. It's like a weird glitch. That was a nice shot. Yeah, so for the second point, I was just like, I was really worried like they were gonna capture early, and they did capture a little early because the zombie team was so bad, and every time I died, like they would start capturing. And see, like the only person around was my friend and that Dr. Toxic, but I end up dying, the Dr. Toxic ends up dying, then my friend ends up dying, and then they just captured. So it's just like we still had like a minute on that second point and they captured, but I mean that second point they usually capture really quick. So I mean I'm glad that I got like most of it, but it's still a little annoying. There's really not much more to be said. I will like chat again on the 5th point because I have like, you know, some things to say about the final point because I like popped off there. But I would say just kind of like what was different about this game compared to my other Deadbeard games is just like the lobby was good, and the lobby was like a quiet lobby and they didn't leave. I was able to form like a few people that were really bad, but I was able to like, since there weren't a lot of them, I was able to switch teams and like capture like by my own because I only had to kill like a few zombies. And I also just played really well. I had really good positioning. I only died six times in this match. I had a 33 KD. So I was basically positioning myself so like the planes could never kill me. And another thing is I had 50% accuracy, 51. So I was hitting half my shots, literally. So just all that in combination was able to get me 200, and luck too. Definitely luck. So at this moment, also I'm back. I couldn't switch teams, and I saw they didn't get any of the capture point, and they did not have teleporter. So I was like, okay, we gotta let them capture at the 1 minute 30. So I had to stay back, and I couldn't switch the entire time. So I had to just literally rely on blue plates to capture the objective. And honestly, I didn't really expect them to capture, bro. And I was just like, my perspective was like, I let them capture at 1 minute 30, so if they don't capture, then like I'm not gonna get that mad because there was nothing I could have done about that. But they literally, like, just to spoil it, they captured at overtime. And yeah, you can see me just like, you know, why is no one joining? Because people typically, like, people join last second. That's just how the game's programmed, where like people join last minute in the lobby. And I was just trying to switch here, literally just no one joined. And something funny happens right after the point gets captured, is that someone on Plant's team leaves the game literally right after 4th point is captured, and I was just so like mad. I was like, you couldn't have done that earlier. Like, we could have avoided all this stress, you know? Like, look how close it is. Like, you know, you see all the jump shot spammers. You got these 2 bunny hopping tank commanders, and I saw an imp hunt in the kill feed, and I was like, bro, we're good. But they just barely captured, and I was able to pick off some people. That was good. And that cut there is because like my recording stopped for like a few seconds. I think I ended up getting 1 more kill was on a vampire flower, and then I just ended up dying. So did not miss out on much. But this 5th point was as the 4th point, and the way of like we captured like early, like we let them captured early. So it was at the 2 minute mark. I was able to switch this time because I was looking at the scoreboard, and basically when I had the chance to switch, I basically immediately did. So anyways, I'll commentate the entirety of the final point, but I'll see you by then. Okay, we're at the final point. I counted the kills, like, I had 12 kills in that final, like, with EP, and then 8 on third, and then 5 with agent. So I got 25, which is, like, a really just not a lot for capturing kills. Usually it's, like, 40, so I think I did a good job on that. But we're on final point, and, the pace was 152. I'm not sure, I checked scoreboard, or I checked scoreboard like really quick so you weren't able to see it, but it was 152 pace at the start of this point. And I was in a party with my friend here, Kermit, and I was saying like, yo, this is a really good game. I'm about to get like a 180, 190, but I mean, I could, and I was like, I could get a 200, but it would literally have to be the best final point of my life for me to get, because I would have to get 48 kills. And I ended up, well, I don't want to spoil it, but like this final point was probably the best final point of my life. I wasn't joking. This final point was so crazy good that you have to watch it. Basically, my strategy was just to camp like this area, because it had the planes can only spawn from 2 spots, like that one tunnel area and that high ground spot. And this had a good vantage point. Oh yeah, like the objective and both spawns. So I was able to like, but I was far away enough because there were so many like, you see all the Pogo Ps I'm killing and chompers and stuff. If I was too close, I would just die. So I was basically in a perfect spot where like I wasn't too close, but I was close enough that I could just absolutely kill people. Now in the first minute, I was doing good, like, but at this point, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. Like, I still have like 30 more kills to get, but then I just like absolutely popped off in the last like 2 minutes. And one strategy I was doing is that basically like, since I had my teammates that would like, I would like hit people low, like that guy, and then I would just have my teammates finish the rest. And like, I also can, I realized like, a lot of people like were getting low from my teammates, and I was able to just steal so many kills. So like, my team honestly helped me out here a lot. Like, at least for the final point, they were helpful. See, that flashed me ahead for 1 damage. I mean, for like. But anyways, man. A lot of my teammates were imps, which was helpful for me because you can see like that guy just got grab grenaded. Wow, I just absolutely mobbed the floor with that Asian bait. Okay, these last 2 minutes, I got like 20. By the way, the pace right now is like about 180. Oh no, it's yeah, 182. I got 20 kills in the last 2 minutes, bro. This entire time, like, my friend was in the party, we were both kind of quiet, but he was kind of complaining. The entire time, I was just locked in, like, I barely said anything. And usually when I play this game, I'm, like, super talkative and stuff. Because I don't really, like, for most of this game, for the first 5 points, I was just kind of, like, having fun, having a good time. For this final point, bro, I was locked in, bro. You can see that at the last minute, I was playing more aggressive because I was like, I have to get like the 200 here. Like, I'm so close. So I started playing like more aggressive than I was previously, and it paid off like really well. Made me wonder if I should have played this aggressive before. ...40 kill streak, so I'm about 192 at this point. I was able to kill Jack, my friend. Kill a Druid Rose, I was like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, this was the moment I was like, I could honestly get this. And I killed that guy. And I was like, that guy's one shot, and then my friend kills him, and I'm like, nice. And this HP is like, I really want to kill him, and then I get him, and I'm just like, yo, this is fire. And then I'm like, oh, easy process to kill that guy, kill that guy. Bro, I was so hyped. I get a share off that guy, and then I get time share by the Druid Rose, and I was like, just need one more kill, bro. I just need one more kill. And I killed that guy. I think a cut, but I don't think I got any more kills than that. But then I checked the scoreboard. I think it was cut out because like my clips, like I record in like 10-minute segments because that's like how Xbox clips work. But like I checked the scoreboard after that, and I was like, wait, 202? Because I thought I had a flat 200. No, I got like spared somehow. So I was already like above 200 when I was freaking out that I needed one more kill earlier. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way. My friend was like, dude, like he said to me that when I was talking about, I was expecting a 180 and I was talking about it. And he was like, to be honest, the entire time you were saying that, I thought you were going to get a 170. Me and him were like, there's no way. Oh, look at that lobby. And look at those stats, 900, like, that's insane. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like and sub.